guys, welcome back to my channel. So in my today's video I'm going to be continuing with my beginner series because I figured you guys really like these beginner kind of videos, and there's really no point in doing a full face of glam with contour, bronzing, highlighting and all that jazz without covering the basics. Like if you don't know how to do that step by step, there's no point in me showing you a full face of glam. And also in one of my video I did see a few of you comment about how to contour and highlight, so I figured why not just make that video and help you guys out, and that's what I'm here for. So yeah, if you want to know how I got this face right here, please keep on watching. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. It really means a lot to me. So you know where the subscribe button is, you know where the like button is, so let's get on to the video, shall we? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. So to begin with, let's start with the difference between what is a bronzing and what is a contouring, okay? Bronzing is something that adds a little bit of warmth to your skin. Like right now my face looks just flat. Now if I want to add warmth to my skin, I would add a bronzer. Bronzing is something like giving a sun-kissed kind of look, but you don't want your face to be like properly chiseled or anything of that sort. You just want to add like a warmth to your face, okay? So bronzing is pretty much done at the same places where you contour, but I'll get to where all you contour or bronze a little later. So bronzers are usually either with shimmer or without shimmer. Like a typical example for a bronzer would be something like this. This is the Bourjois Contouring Illusion Bronzer and Highlight. This has a bit of shimmer to it, but has a warmth in it. But a bronzer that does not have shimmer in it is something like this. So this is the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which does not have shimmer in it, as opposed to the Bourjois Contour Bronzer and Highlight, which has shimmer in it. Now also keep in mind that bronzers, it has a lot of orange shade in it, but that being said, you do not want to pick a bronzer that has too much orange in it, because it's just going to make you look like an Oompa Loompa, and that's what you don't want. You just wanted to have like a nice sun-kissed look, just like how you've been to the beach and come back, okay? So now let's move on to what a contouring is, okay? So contouring is basically applying it in places so that your face looks receded. So you want to apply in places where the natural shadows cast on, like the hollows of your cheeks, on the sides of your nose, then on your jawline over here, and also underneath your lips. So these are all the places where you want to apply your contour, okay? Now contouring can be either a cream contour or it can be a powder contour also. I generally prefer just powder contouring because it's just one step less for me, so I prefer powder contouring. If you like cream contouring, it's pretty much the same, and also it just needs a little more blending. So yeah, that's up to you. A typical contour would be something like the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and this is in the shade Dulce de Leche. Now this one, you see how it is more of a gray tone. Now that being said, you do not want to pick something that has too much gray tones in it, because that's just going to make you look too muddy, like too ashy on your face. It's going to be like as if you've played in mud and just come back. So let me show you the difference between a contour and a bronzer. So something like this, see, you see how it is more orange shade in it. This is a bronzer and this is in the shade Caramel Toffee, and this one is a contour which is in the shade Dulce de Leche. So just comparing it, you know which has more orange shade, which has more gray tones in it, okay? Another example between contour and bronzer would be this Anastasia contour kit. These shades are something that I would use for a bronzer, as opposed to these shades I would use for contouring, okay? Now see, this has more like gray toned in it, so I would use this for contouring. Some people do contour and bronzer together. I honestly just like to do bronzing or contouring at one point, okay? Now the brushes that you would need for bronzing is something like this. Like this is a Morphe M527. This is really big and it kind of just naturally bronzes your entire face. But for contouring, I prefer using a brush like this, that is the Morphe M523. It's pretty much the same brush, except that this is more bigger and you kind of can put it on your entire face. Now I'm going to be showing you contouring in this video, and bronzing is pretty much the same. I'm just going to be telling you where are the places where you apply your contour, okay? So I'm going to be picking up the Bourjois bronzer and highlighter, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here, and all I'm going to do is just put it all over my entire face, just to give that warmth to my entire face. I'm not going to be putting it on this side because I want you to see the difference that it gives with bronzing and without bronzing, okay? How immediately it kind of gave me that sun-kissed kind of look. So this is what bronzing is, okay? Basically, you just bronze around this area over here, okay? So you go over here in the hollows of your cheeks and then over here in your temple area and your forehead area. So this is the area that you want to go to bronze, okay? Yeah. Now if I have to talk about contouring, where do you contour, okay? So you contour around this area, you contour over here. You see this tree? You just draw a tree like this over here, okay? And then over here underneath your jawline, over here, over here. If you're a beginner and you don't know how to contour, I'm going to teach you an easy way how to contour, okay? Basically, try to suck make that fish face over there, or just go like this and feel your cheekbones right here. You see that depth, and just go right on top of that. So basically, this should follow right over here, okay? Go above over here in your temples right here. Why do you want to put it on your forehead, okay? For me, I have a bigger forehead, so if I want to like kind of create an illusion of a smaller forehead, I want to put my contour over here. So when the shadow is cast, automatically it gives you an illusion of a smaller forehead, okay? Similarly, if I want to just make my face look slim, I'm just going to put it right over here. And I'm going to go underneath my jawline over here, just so it gives me like a nice sharp contour. Also, remember, do not by any chance put your shadows over here right above. Do not put it over there. You want to go right underneath over here and blend it really well, because if you put it over here, it's just going to look like a beard and that's not going to look good. So you want to take your contour and put it right underneath over here, okay? And blend it in and take it right over here. So basically 1, 2, so in the shape of 3, okay? So now that we are done with this side, I'm also going to be showing you how to contour your nose. Just take the same contour shade, just raise your eyebrows and just see naturally where the line falls, okay? I don't like to personally contour too much around my nose because I don't want to make my nose slimmer, so I'm okay with that. So I usually just go for highlighting, but just for demonstration purpose, I'm going to show you how to do that. So see where your natural line falls and just draw a line there. And you want to take it right above over here and blend it in right here, okay? You just don't want to leave it abruptly. So you want to start right here and then go up right here, and with a very light touch. You don't want to go too harsh, okay? So you see the difference? This side I contoured and this side I haven't contoured. Do you see the difference? And then you want to blend it in. How do you blend it? Just take the same brush and just with the other side, the side that you haven't put any shade on, just kind of blend it in like this. So let me show you this side and then this side, okay? So this side is contoured, this side no contour. You see how flat this side is as opposed to this side? It has some kind of dimension in it. This doesn't have any dimension in it, okay? Also make sure that when you contour, you want to start from the tip of the ear right here and only till here. You do not want to go anywhere past the cheekbones. You do not want to pass the center of your pupil. So if you look straight, you do not want to go past this. If you go anywhere past this, it's just going to look muddy and it's just not going to look good, okay? Also keep in mind that if you have like a smaller forehead, you want to avoid contouring around your forehead area because it is small and contouring is not for everyone. That's what you need to remember. If you have a small chiseled face, you do not want to contour, you know? Like for example, my sister, her face is very bony. Like she doesn't have too much fat around her face. So I avoid contouring for her because that just makes her look way thin and that's not what I want on her face. So I avoid contouring on her forehead or her cheek areas, okay? So you just want to like bronze your face up rather than contouring. But if you're comfortable with that, You do you. There's no one to stop you. So this is just something from my side to you, okay? Now sometimes it can happen that your contour tries to come down a little bit. You do not want to go any way below this. You want to keep the contour right underneath the hollows part over here, but by any chance if it does fall below, you can clean it up. Next we are going to move on to is the highlighter. Now highlight is shimmer, it's like light. Basically you want to apply highlighter on places where you want your light to just reflect off or bounce off from your face, like the high points, like this over here, then your nose, your cupid's bow, then your chin over here, or your forehead over here, like this part of the forehead, okay, or your brow bone, your inner corner. So these are all the areas where you want your highlight or your light to bounce off. The one that I'm going to be using today is going to be this LA Girl Pro strobing powder, and it's in 50 watts. You can literally use any highlighter you want, and for all the brushes that I've used in today's video, I have already done a video on my top favorite brushes for my eyes and my face, and I'll link it above here. So if you haven't seen that, make sure that you watch it. Just swirling it around and dusting off the excess, and then tilt your face towards the light or natural light, and you see this part right here, you see this part which is like the high point of your face. That's where you want to apply your highlighter, and you want to take it in a C shape. You can either just put it right over here, or you can take it in a C shape too, okay? So you see that? And you want to go back and forth over here. So remember that contour is in the hollow part of your face, the highlight is in the high point of your face, and then goes the blush right in between the highlight and the contour, okay? So I'm going to put that right over there. So I'm going to highlight here, then I'm going to highlight on my cupid's bow right here. Okay. You see the difference that it creates here and over here. This is highlight, no highlight, okay? Then I'm going to put it right here if I want to. Not too much though, because I don't like putting my highlight there. And then you can put it right over here because it's just bouncing off. You can put it right over here too, okay? Because this is where your light is just going to bounce from here. I don't do that because this is my T-zone area and I am too oily. So if I try to put highlighter over here, it just gets too oily for me. This is your brow bone area and this is your inner corner, okay? Here highlight and no highlight. See how flat it looks? There's no light over here. Now for the nose highlight, just take the brush that you were using and like an exclamation mark, put it right here and then over here. So you see how your nose kind of protrudes out and your this side looks kind of chiseled. And if you don't want to do the exclamation mark, just go put it on the tip of your nose. So this was your contour and highlight. Now let's move on to blush, okay? For blush, you're going to be applying it in between your contour and your highlight, okay? For a blush, I'm going to be using this tapered blush brush right here. You can even use an e.l.f. blush brush, but I just like this brush. So I'm going to be taking this blush, and this is super pigmented, so make sure whatever you use, tap off the excess, and still you can see how much blush is remaining, right? You want to smile, okay, and take it right from here. Again, you do not want to cross any way past this, otherwise you're just going to look like a clown and that's not going to be pretty, okay? So you just want to take it right here, place it right here. That's why I like this brush, because you can literally like place it right here and sweep it up, okay? Just place it right here and sweep it up. That's it. And look how pigmented that is. You want to go very little, less is more, guys, and then you want to build it up. Don't go with too much of a blush. It's just going to be difficult blending, and then your foundation comes off and it's not going to look pretty, okay? So now that you're done with your entire contouring and highlighting and all that stuff, you want to clean up. You want it to look very chiseled. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to take any setting powder like this, and I'm just going to take a wedge like this. You can use a brush also, but I just like using this because this is easier, and I mean you can get this. You don't have to spend too much for these wedges. So I'm just going to take it right over here on my lower jawline and just clean it up and go along the jawline, okay? Similarly here, go right here and clean it up. Now if you want, you can leave it as it is, or you can just go and just take it off immediately. I usually try to leave it as it is for some time, but just for demonstration purposes I showed it to you. I'm just going to dust it off. Even if you dust it off immediately, it's going to look good. And that's it. You're done with your contour and highlight. So I want to show you the difference that it creates when you highlight your cupid's bow. Look here. Right now I have highlighted my cupid's bow over here, and this side I haven't. You see how flat it looks as opposed to this side where it looks kind of lifted. You can also do it over here. I just don't like doing that, but you can do it over there too. So now that you're done with the entire face, what you want to do is just blend everything in so that your contour, your highlight and your blush does not look like the three separate different things, and you don't want it to be really stark. You're done with your bronzing, contouring, highlighting, blushing and everything. Okay, so this was it, you guys, and this is how you contour and highlight, and I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, just put it down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video and if you thought this video was helpful to you, then please don't forget to give this video a like, and so also subscribe to my channel. You know how the subscribe button looks, so I'm not gonna go over it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and so yeah, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media. I'll have all the links right over here, and if you haven't watched my previous videos, then I will have it somewhere around over here so you can watch that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye bye.